Hi, I'm Dr. Danielle Bainbridge, and this is Study Hall U.S. History to 1865. When I'm not hosting this series or over on PBS Origins, I serve as faculty at Northwestern University. I'm excited to be sharing the stories and lessons from history in a way that hopefully won't put you to sleep. Look, I have a degree in theater arts, so if I'm putting you to sleep, I promise it's the writer and not me. Throughout this course, we'll be exploring early American history, from its beginning as a home to Native cultures and peoples, and up through the end of the American Civil War in 1865. And listen, I understand that history isn't always the most exciting topic. In the wrong hands, history is a subject that can be boring, seem useless, and not worth studying too hard, since the answer is probably just a Google search away. If you take nothing else away from this course, please understand that Wikipedia is not a valid source. During this course, we'll learn that history isn't just a bunch of dates and figures. We'll see history come alive by discussing not just what happened, but how history is made. We'll learn that history is, in some ways, a roadmap. Along the way, it features stops to visit this person and explore this event. But the ultimate destination is always the present. That's because understanding history gives us a greater understanding of the things we discuss and often argue about today. Think about it. Every election cycle, politicians from all over argue about how to best run the country, county, city, state, borough, school board, neighborhood, student council, and so on. And chances are, those individuals make an argument based on history to support their ideas and policies. But we use history for way more than just politics. Think about sports. If you coach a team, you might try to mimic the strategies of the team that won a championship the year before. In that case, you're looking into the past to make decisions about the present. If you're like me and love the theater, you might look back at past Tony winners to determine how likely a new show is to win this year. Again, that's using history to craft an argument about the present. In other ways, we'll learn that history is a series of choices. Choices of whose stories are spotlighted, which events are discussed, and which aren't. Those choices also tell us about who we are and what we value today. For example, how do we fit the story of Indigenous populations into our account of manifest destiny? How do we discuss the Confederacy? How do we square the concept of a country that, while founded on the idea of equality, also enslaved millions of Africans? Those decisions define our history. We'll also learn that history is constantly changing. That's because the past and history aren't the same thing. But don't worry, we'll dive deep into the differences very soon. But for now, keep in mind this quote from William Faulkner: "The past is never dead. It's not even past." In order to understand our present, we have to start at the beginning, which is exactly what we'll do in this course. We'll go back to the start. Well, even before the technical start, because there were people in America long before Columbus or the Puritans showed up. And Indigenous history, though traditionally less a central focus than, say, the Philadelphia Convention or Monroe Doctrine, is just as important and belongs in our study. To sum it all up, in this course we'll learn American history starting with the earliest Indigenous populations and up through the end of the Civil War. We'll also learn that history is a roadmap, history is a series of choices, and that history is always changing. Keep in mind that we don't just want to learn the history, but also discuss how history is made, kept, and what to do when the historical record is unknown or uncertain. Chances are you'll use this history at some point. And that means we all have a role to play as historians, whether we realize it or not. So put on your hiking boots and get ready for a rather long walk down memory lane. Well, not necessarily our memory, but someone's memory. Thanks for watching Study Hall U.S. History to 1865, which is part of the Study Hall Project, a partnership between ASU and Crash Course. If you like this video and want to keep learning with us, be sure to subscribe. You can learn more about Study Hall and the videos produced by Crash Course and ASU at the links in the description. See you next time.